love being connected to spirit. And so, I love that. Go to my last message and you'll see where I'm coming from. But you have something to do. What can be stopping you right now? I pick up the deck again. Fear. Fear can absolutely stop you and halt you from moving into this form where you are supposed to be a protector. Libra, balance, and the twin jet butterfly change. There is a balance or an imbalance that needs to come to homeostasis. And if you remember back in science class, homeostasis is just the state of calm. It is the point zero of a situation. It is the life pod. It is your base. And from there, you can choose which of the extremes you will go. Positive or negative, shadow or light. Whatever it is you feel like you need to do. We are healers. We are students and teachers. We are masters of none and gifts of all. Talisman. The things that you hold physically are extensions of your power, but they are not your power themselves. Your power does not lie in your tarot decks. Your power does not lie in your crystals. Your power does not lie in your money. Your power lies in your heart and mind and the coalition you can create when you understand you are nothing but divine. A rock bottom metamorphosis. Whew! I've been there. It is not easy. It is not easy because at rock bottom, you look up and you see everything that you can see from that angle. Because obviously you can't see everything. There are steps and ledges that hide treasures and secrets. But from rock bottom, you feel like you're healing in your life and what you want is an insurmountable task. And it makes you feel very sad. And I understand that sadness. I understand that feeling of how am I actually going to do this? How can I do this when this is all I have right now? You're stronger than you know. You really are. Messages in the numbers. Numerology is one of my favorite ways to receive a message from spirit because each number has a different meaning. If you want a quick basis of it, look at your tarot decks. The Ace of Wands is the beginning or the spark of a new idea. The Four of Pentacles is clinging to the stability. Hang on, my love. Another synchronicity. That was my mom. But she called me at 3:36. So that's 6-6. And Six of Cups, or no, Six of Swords is moving to a place of calm. But all the water behind the boat is rocky and shaky. But you're moving to a place of calm, but there's also grief. So that goes back to that sad embrace that we were feeling. And one thing I have to stress when you are going through something, especially alchemy, is allowing yourself to feel those emotions. Because shame does absolutely nothing for you. You don't gain a single thing from misery. That's a line from one of my favorite songs, King. That's literally just what it's called. You're on your own, you lost your mind in the sound. There's so much more, you can reclaim your crown. You're in control, rid of the monsters inside your head. Put all your thoughts to bed. You can be king again. is so much power in your existence, and my love, I wish you would recognize it more. I wish you were able to look at yourself in the mirror and say, I am a God's damned blessing. The joy permeated mother. I am my own guru. I know the self that never changes. The presence of the divine feminine. At the center of everything, there is light, and I am that light. The saint of the spoken word. Every word I say becomes a prayer. I am the author of my story. The goddess of the never not broken. Everything happens for my liberation, and I choose to become only more love. We have an incredible power. The power of the divine feminine. And that doesn't mean you have to be a woman. That doesn't mean you have to identify as a woman or have feminine characteristics. Divine feminine energy is healing, is nurturing, is understanding and care. Everyone has access to this, and everyone should work with this energy. We are driven so far into the divine masculine because that is what we see in this world. The ones that make visionaries and industry and things happen. That is the power of the divine masculine. Divine feminine is so often torn away, but what... How can you have creativity without care? How can you have industry without structure and birth? Everything comes from each other. And there is an inherent power in our very existence. And we are taught to shame that power. And it leads us to fear. It leads us to fear ourselves. It leads us to fear our gifts. 11:11 right now, and my phone is at 66%. We are moving to peace. We are moving to love. But we are in the rocky, shaky water now. And we have to survive. We have to survive by finding our joy, by doing anything and everything that will make our soul shine. Because this world is full of distractions, dangers, and fears. This world is full of selfish and angry people who feel they have been wronged by their own actions, but will take it out on everyone but themselves, who will look to everyone but the root of the problem. Ground yourself, my love. You are more than what you have become, Simba. You are more than what is around you. And yeah, there will be people who will be like, oh, just a bunch of dead guys talking to us. You will have those Nathan Lanes. And nothing against Nathan Lane. I fucking love him. Birdcage all the way. But Timon's character always stuck out to me as quite the narcissist. He took credit for everything that happened, even if it wasn't really his idea. But you are who you are. And there is nothing wrong with that. There is nothing wrong with you. And my love, I pray that you see your value and your worth is so much more than what people have laid at your feet. As I will it, so mote it be.